there's dirt on my hands.
Hello YouTube, Boss Rino, welcome to my channel, Darkest Secret. 5 real scary video you have never seen. Ewan ko lang sa tindi ng mga, sa dami natin na panood, ang dami ko nang upload. Imposibleng wala akong napanood dito. Yabang no? Malamang hindi kasi pag Darkest Secret, halos konti lang, halos siya ang unang nakapag-upload ng mga video niya. Sobrang lupit ito ni Leonard Clay. So try natin ito. 5 real scary videos you have never seen. Paulit-ulit ka, Boss Rino. Bago pa try na iba.
Number 5. Guard duty is not easy. Not only because they have to safeguard the security of a certain area, but also because on many occasions, these workers have to deal with situations that overstep all logic. And proof of that is precisely in the record that occupies this position. It was around 5 in the afternoon when a security guard began to hear strange sounds coming from one of the rooms of an old hospital. Knowing that there was no one else there, he built up courage and took his mobile phone to try to have proof of it. He never thought that his deepest fear was a explainable moment.
Son las 5:30 de la tarde y está que suena adentro.
Mga gantong video, nakakatakot to.
Cinco y media de la tarde y está sonando. Voy a ver. Despacio. No hay nada.
Tangina,
Aquí
nakakatakot.
adentro suena. Adentro suena.
Oh! Putang ina mo galit.
According to our follower, this video is completely real. He was alone at the scene, and he had started recording due to the sounds, and he left just as fast as the bottle that shot out of there.
Tangina, binato siya nung no?
Is this hospital being inhabited by a presence that we cannot see? A presence that does not want anyone there? Let me know what you think.
Walang tali yan, mga tol.
Number 4.
Hirap talaga maging security guard, no?
Sometimes paranormal phenomena can be noticed quite strongly, just as we saw in the previous post. However, they can also be presented as blurred figures that do nothing but wander around certain rooms. You see, many people who have experienced paranormal situations, including myself, can assure you that when appearances occur, they usually manifest as smoke, as dust with an apparent human figure. And what you're gonna see below follows exactly along that line.
Takot naman yung mga ganyan.
From Argentina, our subscriber says that browsing Facebook, he came across a footage that left him very intrigued. The image you see corresponds to a security camera of a bar located in the city of York in the United Kingdom. A camera that would record one of the most disturbing situations this place has ever had in its history, and one that has all its staff in distressing fear. Pay attention.
Ano yun? Parang parang walis? Walis yan? Multong walis. Walis o map?
The employees ensure that there is nothing wrong with the camera, and what is seen behind the waitress was indeed there. Does it belong to a spirit? could it belong to something truly inexplicable?
Parang ano siya eh, para siyang see-through, no? Para siyang transparent eh. So, multong map or multong walis. Putang ina. Pati walis
That
multo na
is
rin
up to
ngayon.
you.
Lahat na ng bagay, nagiging multo ah. Ay, nako.
Number 3. What you are about to see corresponds to news that caused a big impact in Brazil. In this country some weeks ago, a horrible crime was committed against a young man from a rural community. The images you see correspond precisely to the reports that were transmitted in the country's newscasts. There was talk of a rumble between rival gangs. They shamelessly show the body of the unfortunate young man. I cannot show you the image directly. I can only tell you that what was found was a naked torso wearing only red Bermuda shorts. A simple outfit that seconds later would shock everyone by going on live and direct, standing up.
Confusão foi aqui para a Avenida Brasil, e já foi esfaqueado lá. Até agora tem duas versões para o fato. A família informa que foi um assalto, né, que levaram a bicicleta dele, e outros populares falaram que foi uma confusão num bar. Mas as nossas guarnições chegaram no local e impera a lei do silêncio. Então só vai ser repassado o caso para a Polícia Civil para que ele seja investigado.
You may not be able to notice it well since the first image was blurred, but that figure that appears behind the journalist corresponds in form and clothing to those of the deceased young man. Everyone talked about this unbelievable moment, pointing out that that person really corresponds to the young man who lost his life that night. His relatives also agree.
Oh shit. Namatay dyan, tapos andun yung katawan niya. Tapos nagpakita na kagad siya, oh. Andun pa, hindi pa siya nakakaalis. Gusto niya makita sa TV kasi interview to eh. Diba?
His relatives assure that the boy is the same one. What explanation do you give it? Could this be confusion due to loss? Would this happen to you if you saw a relative on the screen?
Pero
Tell me what you think.
may mga ganong kwento eh, yung haba namatay ngayon, tapos ibabalita sa'yo na, oy si ano namatay na ng ganito, tapos magtataka ka, nakasalubong ko lang kanina eh. May mga ganong kwento, may mga ganong kwento. Marami akong ganong kwento na rin, lalo sa matatanda. Yeah.
For the penultimate experience that you will meet tonight, I have left one of the strangest footage that I have had to watch lately. It was sent by a young man who, according to him, is being the victim of poltergeist activity in his apartment. He was already experiencing this type of situation. He was aware that something strange was happening in his home, and ready to solve it, he prepared himself. So when the opportunity arose, he would have his camera to capture any anomaly that occurred. However, sometime later, he would confess that he was never prepared for what you will see below.
Nakakatakot yung mga banat nila.
See, this is what I get all the time. Do you hear that? The banging? I'm the only person in this flat right now. I don't even know where it's coming from.
Ayun na, kumakatok na naman.
Right here, I think.
Ba't ba ang dilim sa bahay mo, hayop? Ayaw mo buksang ilaw eh.
It's coming from the cupboard.
Natakot ako.
What the hell is that?
Bukas yung TV, gago. Bilib ako sa mga to, may nagbumulto na nahawak pa nila yung camera, kalmado pa rin sila. Sa akin, wala na yan. Iwanan ko na ng buhay ko dyan.
You saw that, the TV just turned itself on. What? Right, that sounded like it's coming from the bathroom.
Ano klase TV yun? Walang cable? Walang signal?
What, this room
Oy,
here?
wag ka dyan sa
Completely
salamin, wag ka
empty.
dyan sa salamin. Wag ka dyan sa bintana, wag ka dyan sa
Bathroom.
bintana. Ow!
That sound definitely came from in here. And there's nothing.
Dahan-dahan camera, putang ka na gano'n. Putang, hindi ko...
Where did that even come from? What is that? Shadow. What is... It's definitely...
Oh shit, ang laking tao niyan,
Oh
gago.
god, you saw that, right?
Tumakbo ka na,
That looked like a
gago.
human. There's no one here. Literally no one here. What the heck? That chair has turned around.
Ay, puta,
That's
bilis.
literally turned around on
Oy, ang bilis gumalaw ng mga bagay-bagay. Parang hindi scripted to.
its own. What the hell is that? Now the tap's
Oh,
turned
diba?
on.
Ang bilis, oh.
The tap has turned itself on. See, this is what I get all the time.
Oh, ino, nakakatakot, gago.
The number of situations he recorded in the short time, a high concentration of paranormal phenomena that until now have absolutely baffled him without knowing what to do to solve this problem. Is that shadow the cause of his stressful situation?
Laki, oh.
Tell me what you think.
Ang maganda sa kanya, sa video niya, pag may gumalaw, pagkalampas niya, at gumalaw, binabalik niya kagad yung camera, mabilis. So, kasi minsan, yung ibang mga sinasabi natin scripted, na pag may gumalaw doon, ang bagal. Tapos minsan, yung pagpaling ng camera, malayo pa doon sa pinanggalingan, yung tipong kaya pa magtago nung gumalaw, kung may kasabwat. Sa kanya, ang hirap, hindi, parang wala talagang kasabwat kasi sobrang bilis, tapos walang tataguan eh.
Number 1.
Kaya nakakatakot. Tsaka yung anino, di ba? Well, pwede edit yung anino, pero hindi natin alam. Basta nakakatakot siya, wala akong pakialam.
And the video that marks the closure of this countdown belongs to a strange footage that Barbara Salazar, a faith subscriber of the channel, sent to my email. In it, she comments that her nephew has been experiencing for some time, which according to him is the presence of a disturbing entity that follows him. A presence that has not left him alone, especially in his room. Following this, he decides to put a camera in his room without even imagining what was about to happen.
Puta nang yan. Yan ang pinakayoko, yung natutulog ako tapos may kaali-aligid na ganyan. Nako po, hirap yan, di ka makatulog, no?
Barbara points out that when the other family members watched this video, incredible as it may seem, not all were surprised after seeing it. Some confess that they have also been victims of this type of situation. The elderly also revealed that they have been dealing with things like that for decades. However, for fear of being ridiculed or being called crazy, they did not make it known to others. Could it be some sort of curse that is bothering both this young man and the other members of Barbara's family? What could be the interest that this entity has with the family? What intentions could it have? Do you think it is real? Let me know your theories in the comment box, as this video has come to an end. I am Leonor Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.
Nihintay ko talaga yun eh. Ang ganda ng outro niya tsaka intro niya. Tawag dito, yung yung sa bahay nakakatakot, sobrang bilis, 'di ba? Tsaka yung isa dito, Yun, totoo, nakakatakot to. May mga totoo talaga nangyayaring ganyan, kaya nakakatakot. Woo! 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 So yun, sana nag-enjoy kayo ha. Dahil ako, natatakot na naman ako dito. Inang yan. Ha? So request na kayo, tapos try natin. So maraming salamat sa panonood. Hanggang sa
I came from the mud. There's